With Cyclone Gabrielle on New Zealand's doorstep, Civil Defence has several key messages they want everyone to hear.
Take the warnings about this situation seriously. It's a significant event and people should be planning and preparing for the worst case scenario. It's got the potential to be significant, probably more in the ranges than in the urban areas, but there will be urban areas that will be impacted with surface flooding, ponding. It's very, very difficult to know exactly where and how these things play out until they actually arrive. But all the indications are that we're going to have very high rain intensities and very strong winds. Two areas we're probably most concerned about, or three actually. One would be the Esk catchment. Basically the East catchment from the ranges and the top of the catchment right to the coast would be the Narororo Tudaikuri catchments and the Tuki catchment. So there's significant rainfall forecast for the ranges, up to 500 millimetres in 24 hours, which is an enormous amount of rain. So if all of that rain arrives in those catchments, the downstream impacts will be relatively significant. There is potential with the winds forecast for what we call lifeline damage, so power, roading, infrastructure. So people should be ready for perhaps access difficulties in and out of their properties, no power, and that could go for an extended period, several days. People will know where the low-lying areas of their properties are, so they should be moving stock, assets, things that are of value to them away from those low-lying areas. They should be prepared, and don't leave it till dark. Do that in the daylight hours because it's going to be very difficult and very dangerous to start doing that stuff after dark.
With increased demand for sandbags, people are urged to improvise as Civil Defence prioritise critical infrastructure.
So we don't have sandbags available for general use. We have sandbags that are available across councils for their own infrastructure and critical asset support, so pump stations, those sorts of things. Again, it's the sort of thing that we're asking people to take their own precautions for. Sandbags are in short supply wherever you look at the moment, so it's not something that we can provide to the general public. We need to keep what we've got in reserve for operational needs that protect large areas and critical bits of infrastructure.
Civil Defence wish to add that during these times, community mindset is crucial.
Particularly if you've got neighbours that are not as mobile or elderly or infirm, make sure they're okay and they've got a plan. And then if you need to, check in on them during the event to make sure that they're organised and if they need help that you can do that. This is a chance for communities to rally together and support each other. This is what Kiwis do, we look after each other in these situations. If people want to stay connected with the messaging and information that we have, Facebook's probably going to be the quickest way you'll get it. getready.govt.nz is our website. Obviously there's the general media as well, but our Facebook page is updated pretty regularly, so make sure you stay connected to that.
Ben Eulis, Hawke's Bay app.